Alright, there we go. Let me know when we're back live. Looks like it's all fixed now. I think my internet dropped briefly because not only did the stream rip, but we also... my YouTube chat also broke for a second. So I missed a couple of messages, but thankfully I have them right here, so let's see. Where did it go? Made a guy rage quit on Steep last night. Okay. That was the only real message I missed. Alright. Do tell. Multiplayer competition, maybe. I know there are a few people who rage quit once they see Bone Crusher 2D in the lobby because he's just too good. Anyway, I guess you missed my question too then, Gabri. I was asking if you meant the jump where I do the SSX, or if you mean like the first jump where I just do the pre-Uber tricks. Oh no! Really? Like this guy was in your group, and then you did that. And then you could just see him drop out of the stream and quit. Oof. That sucks. Did he rage at you in voice chat? Hey, what's up, Joel and Techno? How are you guys doing today? Damn it, what did you miss? You missed some good practice, some decent runs, but no PBs or anything yet. Want to play Steep, but you don't have the money for it. You don't have the computer to handle it. The computer's a big problem, but if you did have the computer to handle it, then it's actually on sale at the moment for 10 euros on Uplay. No joke, or at least it was, like 2 days ago. Just stopped and looked at me and then dropped out of the lobby. Yeah, he's there staring at you like, seriously, dude? Really? Uncalled for. You know, I wonder if... So there are lots of YouTube videos centered around basically trolling people in online games, right? People using riot shields to block people in Call of Duty and stuff of that nature. I wonder if anyone ever did anything like that for Steep. Because the sky's the limit, since collisions are on. Aw, that was so good. Computer's really bad. Can't even handle Roblox? Okay, yeah, I think Steep's probably gonna be a step too high then. That's a shame. Well, if anyone here is watching and you have a decent computer, then Steep's on sale for 10 at the moment, if you're interested. I can recommend it. Great game. Hey, welcome back, Chucky. Spawn at the same time and move the same direction. Oh yeah, I've seen that happen a few times. That's interesting. I've seen some pretty nasty physics things. Normally you just bonk into someone and they just wipe out right there on the spot, but I've seen a couple people get flung like a few meters off to the side. I think it'd be funny if someone's Steep going down a mountain and someone flies at them with a rocket wingsuit. RIP. Imagine though that person was doing world record attempts and they were on a good run. I can't imagine how sad I would be if I was on for 1.9 million on this track, and 5 seconds before the finish line, some doofus in a rocket wingsuit flies into me. Oh lord. Hey Nicholas, what's up? How are you doing? Having something like that happen would definitely be more frustrating than losing a run to a power outage, which has happened a handful of times, by the way. And it's always heartbreak every time. If you're considering buying Steep, if any, what DLC should you get? The only DLC worth buying, unless you're really into Steep and you really get a ton of value for everything, is Road to the Olympics. See, for Road to the Olympics you get an entire new region. It's like, you take the base map, the Alps, and then you make another base map in Japan, and that's what you get. That's what Road to the Olympics is. But if you're not sure you'll get value out of it, I wouldn't recommend buying any, if I'm being completely honest. See if you enjoy the base game first, Sander, and then you can take it from there. Cudmore the cow shows up out of nowhere. A rocket wing suit strapped to its udders. And then it utterly destroys me. I think so. Japan's open that? Really? Is that a new feature of Season 3? Okay, well, never mind me then. If Japan's open to all, then DLC is probably... I don't think there's a single DLC worth your money. I think in terms of value, it probably goes Road to the Olympics, even if Japan isn't part of it. Then Extreme, probably Extreme. And then X Games and Winterfest are pretty much tied, I think. Check really quick. Alright, sounds good. BRB, alright, see you in a bit, Sniffer. Hey, how's it going, Trainicus? It's good to see you. What's up? Think you're gonna buy Steep? Yeah, I think you're making a smart move. Is it still on sale for 10 in Uplay? Radio Star precision flying. I believe it's specified as technical race. I think that's the official name for it. It's 990. Yeah, you're definitely making a good move, man. I recommend it to just about anyone for that price. Pretty much only not recommend it to people if you hate winter in all its forms, or if you're a paraplegic. I think them's the only criteria. Doing well playing Fallout 76. Ooh. Very nice. Hope you've been liking that game. There were some major bugs with that game. Apparently it deleted people's downloaded betas. It's a very strange problem to be having. But it sounds like people are enjoying the full game. The precision flying bullshit. Do you mean the stuff where you fly through the glacier with all the small little cracks? So yeah, that is most certainly bullshit. Radio Star is not easy, but it's definitely nothing like that one. Oh, proximity flying. Oh no, it's not proximity flying. It's race. Bethesda killed the Fallout franchise in 76. Really? How's that? That Radio Star was killed by video. Yeah, Radio Star is a challenge in Steep. If you haven't played it, you wouldn't know it. It's fun though, I like the challenge. Because it is a challenge. Should you get the open... or get the test dummy costume? I think it's still in there. I think you can still get that, I'm not sure actually. They went against lore altogether from the last 4 games. Oh, okay. Kind of the game universe. It's thrown on its head. It's always a shame when games decide to do that. Or if it's been too long. Yeah, I think they'll still have it. I've seen people wearing it, so. And it's stuff that wasn't canon just because they could. Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a bad idea for a franchise that's heavily based around basically the environment the game creates. Well, the series creates. The whole Fallout world, Fallout universe, even if you will. Some strange decisions indeed. Too happy about it? I wouldn't doubt it. I guess that's kind of like how in the in SSX, what they did to the characters in Blur. Am I right? This sounds like it's on a much deeper level. I'm just very angry about what they did to everyone in Blur. Like I said, I think there's probably a decent SSX game hiding under there, but. Hey, welcome back, Sniffer. It's 50% off. So you can get Steep plus RTTO for like $25 then, right? They tried to do it to Griff. I mean, yeah, they tried to make Griff the villain. Big time. Recently, I've not had big problems with that rock, or those rocks, sorry, but it looks like troubles are returning. Okay, so Japan and Korea are still Olympics only. Then I think if you enjoy the base game, Olympics will be worth it. Remember, it's another area in which you can grind. That's my main qualm with the Alps, is that they didn't add grinds, and instead of making grinds compatible with the Alps, they just made it so you can only grind in Alaska and Japan and Korea. Actually, no, yeah, there are grinds in Korea. You have the snow parks. Japan also has some of the best mountain stories, in my opinion. I also recently saw a quote-unquote speed run in Steep by somebody walking from one corner of the map to the other. It's a pretty degenerate activity, but it was a fun time lapse to watch. I think it took them like 5 hours in the end. Hey, I mean, I can dig long runs. I like 100% in this game. But at least I'm doing stuff that's not just walking, climbing. It's gotta feel like Christmas every time you find a downhill section in that game, because then you're not climbing like super slowly. Plus you can slide downhill quite fast, so this character will actually slide. So that's nice. I want to get one run past the first trick. According to Uplay, I've walked for 6 hours in steep. Oh yeah, it keeps track of that, doesn't it? Have my stats. I think I've skied for like no seconds at all. Walking is basically obsolete now that the rocket wing is a thing. Hey, how's it going, Tupo? What up? I used to walk in steep quite often because it used to be that you had to get to certain places, but now a rocket wingsuit's a thing. If you're good enough at it, you can get just about anywhere you like. That pesky rock, you know it. Right now we're trying for world record attempts on this track. "43 minutes of skiing? That comes as a surprise." I guess I did some skiing that I've forgotten about, because skiing is kind of canonically known to be faster for fast runs. The one and only world record I ever held in steep was gotten on a snowboard, which I'm proud of. World record for this track is 1.867 million. Held by Restapo at the moment. If I were to successfully take it, it would make me have 2 world records in this game, or 2 freestyle world records in this game again. Most G's endured in a single crash. Did you find out if that's an actual world record? Restapo's run is pretty much perfect. This isn't a knock on Restapo, but it is not. Restapo's an excellent player, but there's so much you can improve in that run. What's my other one? What's my score? My score is 1.845. Which would mean 22k off at current. As far as I know, that's second by quite some way. Bird might still be a glue man, actually, which was achieved without frame cancelling, which is crazy. couldn't find anything on it. Wonder if anyone in the Steep Discord know. Just puts terrible music on them. Why, you don't like Disturbed? To each their own, I suppose. I used to put Disturbed on my videos too. Because they're like, I like their music and they're copyright free. What's not to love? Have the Steep Discord. I'm in it. Invite link might be hard to come by. Because since I'm just a normal member, I wouldn't be able to make an invite link. I don't think there is one easily available. Maybe I could get hold of one. Let me check after this, actually. Might be able to find one by using the search feature. No, I didn't mean to click on Windows Defender. Get out of here. Okay, let's see. It's an invite to that Steep World Tour. I'm just finding a bunch of invite links to different servers. Steep related, but not Steep itself. Yeah, I'm not able to find it, which is a shame. Also, what? Oh, okay, I see. Mixer disconnected at some point. But it's fixed now, and I didn't miss anything, so that's fine. Like it was for Steep. It would be cool if there was a way to measure G's in this game too, but yeah, it is for Steep. Let me write it down. I can look more into it when I'm done. Let's see. Write that down. With one hand, no less. I wonder if anyone at all is going to find the stream from Mixer. Guess we'll have to see. But it doesn't hurt me any, so. Could mod this to add a G. I would imagine that's probably very possible, but you would have to kind of invent a system to measure damage. That would probably be the harder part. Unless you wanted to just be really basic and be like, hit head, like any part of the head hitbox, it's like plus 100 Gs. Hit chest, it's like plus 50. Hit legs, it's like plus 20. Regardless of what speed you're going at or anything. I wonder how it calculates it in Steep, because it seems kind of random, but I think it's just very precise. Well, let me rephrase. I don't think there's RNG at work in Steep's G numbers. Oh, I forgot. We're switching tracks after I get one past the Executioner jump too, by the way. It would be kind of cool to have a world record with that in it. It would be like a pirouette for style. Probably do the mass speeds provided on here. I mean, that's true. It does kind of give you everything you need, right? Speed, angle of impact, and force of impact is all you really need. And then maybe you can, yeah, maybe you could take that, make that based out, and then do the calculations, and then have multipliers based on where the character hits. If it hits head, maybe it could be like 2 times. That could work. Black hole and steep. But if you can find a wormhole in steep, it will probably be very useful. I wonder if anyone put anything below the map in steep. They did in this game. Well, actually we don't know that for a fact, but they did in tricky, at least. And I would assume they probably did in this game as well. I think weight... Actually, no, I don't think weight's specified anywhere. So, yeah, you would have to infer that. Have to use their height. That's given in the rider bio. Actually, is it? No, I swear I remember seeing that Griff is, like, really light, and Kiori is really light. Yeah, their weight's in rider bio as well. It has to be. Nothing's under steep. Maybe it's meant to be hard to get hold of. If you haven't found anything by the time I finish, I'll see if I can ask a mod there for an invite. Something. You want to get past this. SSX doesn't have this problem. The speed limit of the SSX universe. Yeah, back off, light speed. You gotta slow it down there. Well, 75 miles an hour is the cap, unless you use Spectral. Then, all of a sudden, it's significantly more. But Spectral is cheating, to be fair, so it's kind of like hacking the universe. Which doesn't really happen at all. Oh. Yeah, okay. What is Spectral? It's what happens when... So, you use 2 different action replay codes, and for some reason that basically just wrecks everything. So when you use those 2 codes, all the characters become see-through, boost becomes infinite. It's like you have infinite super without even doing any tricks. And the speed cap on the ground and on rails increases to 89. In the air it's still 75, so... How it works is another question entirely, and I do not know. Alright, this is the run. Let's go. Oh, I'm too far off to the side. Hold on. It's amazing how I can sit through so many attempts. This game definitely takes patience to grind, for sure. I'm surprised I'm still alive, but I'll take it. Aw, I ran out. RIP. Well, I would have tried for the quad X, but I messed up just about everything after that, which is a shame. Alright, we'll switch to another track now. Maybe actually able to find the G's, pounds to kilograms, to meters a second. Find mass from the weight. You probably could, if we're being honest. Let me double check that it's there, because I'm pretty sure it is. World record is 1.867 million. Yep, sure enough. Height and weight. Mac has a very similar weight and height profile to me. He's a little taller and a little heavier, so I'm basically in the same position that he is. I'm like 5'6" with like low 130s. Maybe high 20s at this point, I'm not sure. Yep, blood type. They go in depth. Blood type's apparently a very important notion in Japanese culture, because it's believed that your blood type goes a long way in determining your personality, or at least that's what I heard. Wonder what my blood type actually is, because I don't know. Makes sense because you're negative. Well, that's no good. You gotta be like B positive. What? Talk about B positive. Blood type I have in this game. If you have A blood type, you're a lot likelier to wipe out, or you're a lot likelier to bonk on rails. But you're less likely to have a lame victory celebration, so it pays off in the end. Ah, crap, I fucked up, didn't I? Test. Yeah. Damn it, I forgot about that. Alright, well, I'll pretend the rest of this run's real, because, you know. Okay. I won't be doing the finger 11 at any other point, so I might as well just pretend this run's real. Wow, that was a dope jump. I messed up the frame cancelling, as in I didn't end up frame cancelling at all, and it still made it a triple X. Imagine if we find out in like 2025 that blood type actually has a very measurable effect on gameplay. And we're playing the wrong characters all this time. Maybe that's why Rithik swears by all the character differences that I don't notice at all. It actually makes me want to ask, if you play this game and you play as a lot of different characters, do you notice any difference in the characters? Not down to like hitbox or like their tier 1 Ubers, but like they feel different? Maybe they wipe out from turning more, or they seem to bonk more, or whatever it is. I think you could do that. I think that should be realistically possible there. Someone has to hack the game and find out. Someone needs to get on it. Someone with the know-how, so not me. You let go precisely right there, and then you get the double executioner on this 10 time every time. It never fails. Let's play as Far East Myth, so you don't know. Well, Far East Myth, yeah. He is the archetypal rider, though. Okay, so since I don't have that equipped and I don't want to bother with that, let's do Kicked Out. Because why not? Only quick races, you know it. Hey, what's up, Simon? How are you doing? Good to see you, my man. It's been a little while for sure. Hope you've been doing well. What's up? Nah. Aww. Actually, I might not have to do that, because I can do this, right? Yeah. Much better. Much faster. Mine, though, a lot of school lately. Fine to me, well, good to hear. Yeah, school kind of ramps up around this time, but getting close to like December and Christmas time, so should be a break soon. Dagford, what's up, Tom? How you doing? I said how you doing, not I can't. Said how you doing, not what you doing. I'm kidding. How am I? I'm doing well. We're just chilling with some freestyle right now. World record stats. Who's leading right now? Who's been leading? Are you talking about like speed runs, or do you mean freestyle? I mean speed runs. Otakung and Killicat have a bit of a monopoly. I've got a few ties, but like Otakung has APR and no, sorry, Killicat has APR and Otakung has most everything else, with me having a couple ties in there. Rithik, I mean, he's there. He still plays. He has some good runs too, but in terms of like ILs and all-peak race, he just doesn't quite get as good of times as Otakung does. Nor do I, to be fair. Like Otakung's a beast for sure. Ask why replay runs from emulator won't be accepted? Yeah, sure. Simple reason for that. If I, as an unscrupulous bastard, am doing a race and I wipe out right here... Okay, no, sorry. If I, as an unscrupulous bastard, place a save state right here, and then I keep on racing, I'm doing well, and it's going well, and then, boom, I wipe out, and then I reload the save state, and then I play the replay back, no one's the wiser that that ever happened. That is why that's not allowed. Yeah, it's even more difficult to detect, yeah. It's extremely easy to pass off a segmented run or a TAS in replay, for sure. Have to play SSX again. So long. Must be dusty in the shelf. Should get back to it once you get some time. Oh, you gotta head. God, voice is going. You gotta head out, Kano. Alright, well, thank you so much for lurking. I appreciate it. I'll see you later, and have a great night. It's getting kind of late, Europe time. Hey, what's up, Abraham? How are you doing today? Just got back from school, eh? Well, welcome back. We've got a stream ready for you. Suiciding on Steep. Nice. All runs should be submitted on VHS. See, that's what I keep trying to tell people, but they're not having it. Play it so seldom nowadays. Because of school and work and a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, no doubt, dude. The issue with that new strat is that it's really hard to get that 10 times in the right way. But I executed the new strats well. I was very surprised how well that went, actually. It's 5:08. 5:08? Oh, you're in Central Time then. Makes sense. Oh, crap. Where is that? What, that area? Yeah, it's one of the easy ones to miss, for sure. Uh-oh. That's bad. Aww. Hear anything from Adam? Adam's got himself a job, so he's quite busy working recently. He works with photos, so he's got quite a lot of stuff to do recently. Let me see if I can do this. Fuck it. Step 1. Damn it, messed up the timing. I'm gonna go to free ride and try that for a hot minute. Come on. There it goes. It's 1:09 a.m. Yep. The fins are getting late. Isn't it? 6:09. That's Central Time. It'll get you every time. Hey, what's up, Chai11? Nice to see me at it again. Well, thank you. Welcome to the stream. So as you say at it again, I assume you were here yesterday, just lurking. But welcome to the chat, then. Welcome to the chat. Alright, let's do this. See, I have a feeling this could be realistically done in runs. Try that again. At school tomorrow. You're going at 11:30. Yeah, in 20 minutes. No worries. Imagine if I was like, no, you can't go. Gotta watch. Wonder if there are some streamers who do that. There have to be, right? Watching some late night streaming action. Alright, one more attempt. Messed up the executioner. This is another one that's quite tight, just like the Quad X, but this one's a little easier than the Quad X for sure. I caught you, not that used to chatting. Well, if you prefer lurking, then it's a-okay. There's no shaming lurkers here. If you want to be active in chat, that is also a-okay. Just enjoy the stream however you see fit. Oh, this is bad. I don't know where the hell I'm going. I gotta head out, Simon. Head out to bed. Some work tomorrow. Alright, Simon. Well, it's been good to see you again, though. Appreciate you stopping by. Talk to you later, dude. Have a good night. And hopefully a good day at work tomorrow. See you around. It's my favorite trick. Monster or normal? Or monster and normal, sorry. Favorite monster trick has got to be Alpine Star. Not for any particular reason, I just think it's neat, it's simple, it's stylish and clean. I really like it. And as far as just normal tricks, I do really like the pirouette grind and the guillotine. Those are really great. I think I don't know. It would have to be either that or something a little more out of left field, like a hand-in-hand. I really like the hand-in-hand. Actually, Footloose is up there too. Yeah, I can't quite pick a favorite, but it's got to be one of those four I just mentioned, for sure. Kinda close. I feel that would be a very good catch-up strat. Alpine Star, La 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 Lockstep is a good one too. Good on you for liking the Alpine Star though. You get a bonus point. Just enjoy a nice bit of SSX. Well, I've got it in spades for you, so. No lack of SSX content here. Uh-oh. Know all of these other newfangled streamers with the all their viewers and followers and all that. Millions of viewers. But what do they not have? SSX. Damn straight. So I consider myself to be much luckier than they are. Because I have SSX. Probably gonna put a few more attempts into this. Maybe I should chuck down a save state, but I want to see if I can get it from basically any position. If I chuck down a save state, it's not gonna work like that. Playing Steep with Nate right now. Oh, nice. Yeah, Nate's been grinding Steep big time. He has been on top of it. Playing it tonight, got 2.5 mil star mile as a first star mile run. Wow, it's a very good score. Congrats. Well done. This isn't gonna make it. That was way too little air. Need to go faster than that. Snoop Dagg. There, that's what I've been trying to do all this time. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Aww. Keep messing up the silly frame cancelling every time. Alright, this will be our last attempt at doing this trick. I know I can do it with save states, but I want to see if I can do it from a a more neutral position. Oh, this is it. This is it. Woo! If I could successfully do that in the run, it would be sick. Let me see. Was I able to get rid of all my boost before starting that? Yeah, no? Okay, I did. Having to restart there was what I wanted to avoid, but I had to do it in the end anyways. Can only dream of landing that. It's definitely a hard jump. It takes a lot of practice to land that. Even in practice. It's the current world record on this track. It is 9.30 million by Flipper at the moment. I need to get rid of boost. You're not allowed to start with any boost for run purposes. Nate's kicking your ass. Just like Nate Logan would. Nate Logan and Nate Hotshot. Both ruthless. It is their coast game mechanics, but I don't know. Like, I think it was a gentleman's agreement that turned into a fully fledged rule. Got this? It would be nice. It would be nice if I did. Allowing it would make the game harder. Well, I mean, it would make it so that you're very... It would make it so that you're very reliant upon your first run. Or it would make resets longer. Both of which, you know, could be viewed as a problem. I definitely see why there's a gentleman's agreement there. Should it be a proper full-on rule? Maybe not. I can definitely argue that it shouldn't be, for sure. Alright, you're heading out, Chucky. Well, thanks a lot for hanging out, though, dude. I'll see you later, and get a good night's sleep. School needs you rested, so thanks for hanging out. Talk to you soon, and have a good night. Need the Uber tricks by that jump, or like, need full boost so I can do Uber tricks, more like. Well, this stinks. I think that spin boost should probably be reserved for Taz only. That was super close to being a bad time. Uh-oh. For a monster trick with acrobat, there is not, sadly. None of the signature tricks have a monster trick bound to them. They're all unique, no monster tricks. My man, what's up, Eddie? How you doing? Yeah. Completely lost control of the trick. I paid the price. What are we up to today? We're just doing a variety of different freestyle tracks, basically. Trying to see what comes of it. EPT 195 to 135. Gotta improve and show them what's what next time. I don't have time for the good ending. Oh crap! No, rip. Ah. Trying to kick that for 8 hours. Now we're keeping the variety up today. We were playing. We've already played 4 different tracks. Yeah, we played 4 different tracks already. When I say already, I actually don't know how long that is, because when the stream dropped, time refreshed. I think we're about 2.5 hours in, right? Four tracks of 8 hours each. I mean, I could enjoy that, but would you? Well, I say I could enjoy that. More like I could stomach that. Super itchy around the ear area today, though, which is not a winning strategy. Need like anti-itch and quick. That's not gonna make it anywhere. Come on. Well, I mean, nothing's stopping me from actually taking the headset off, because I don't really care if I hear the game sound or not. And I don't use the headset mic as a mic anymore, so I don't know. Maybe that is to be considered. Can't find a solitaire game you can't beat. Rip. Should join like Solitaire World Championships. Is that a thing? It's gotta be a thing, surely. $32-hour grind fest. Yeah, I'll do a 32-hour stream and I'll play 4 tracks during it. Like the sound of that? The score I'm trying to achieve? None in particular. Just looking to improve, really, and get back to it. Over 8.5 million would be nice. Oh, what? Quad Cork 2160 Holy Grail. Nice. How many points is that? Did you land that in competition? Giving Nate something to strive for there. For 8 hours straight. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of doubt kicking. Monster trick other than those two? Sure. Not during a run, of course, but I'll do one after this. Sure. I got you. Oof. Aw, rip. Okay, well. So almost 20k. Jesus, congrats. Pink. There you go. I think that's the extent of all the tricks I've got. Yeah. That about does it. Tough. Well, thankfully I've pretty much only got easy ones at the moment. If I had the DNL flip it on, it would have been like way tougher. It's a frontside 1080, so brief full spins. Oh. What? Okay. Alright, whatever. Won't be seeing any of that multiplier, I suppose. Tree. Got treed. Come on now. So, I don't think we ever mention it, but some of the sound effects in this game are pretty great. They really embody the whole arcade style, and I like that. Yeah, not to mention monster trick. Specifically mentioned the trees as a negative. They mentioned the trees as in there are too many trees. That essentially translates to I'm not the best. Well, nah, it can be a valid criticism sometimes, but I don't think it's the case in this game. Crap. In something like Lumberjack and Steep, yeah, sure, you can criticize all the trees you like. But I don't think trees are a big issue in this game. Sure, they're there, and yeah, you can crash into them, but they're not overly annoying. Nah, I had to take off walking the dog to put on the Morgan grinder. Well, great Alpine Star, buddy. stick to Tetris. As a reviewer, play a lot of Tetris. Yeah, maybe this isn't quite the game for them, or at least not to play and expect to necessarily be good at. Though a lot of people play games without wanting to be good at them, so you know. Oh, stupid checkpoint. Like, checked my face against it. I'm gonna try to do like some crazy jumps or whatever. Let's see what I can get going. That's not landing. Okay, this has potential to do something crazy. Yeah. Oh. Why did I have to run out just now? Whose idea was that? I need to have words with that person. Oh. That's not great. Looks like the only impressive jump I'll be able to do is I'll get another shot at doing this. Let's see. Good start. Oh, that was so close. RIP. It's living proof that the 90s only really ended in roughly 2003. The 90s did live on for a while. Okay, so how long have I been streaming? I started at 10, it's now, okay, yeah, 2.5 hours. Today's probably going to be a little shorter than the last few have been. I've been rocking a solid average of like 5 recently. Today's probably going to be closer to 4. No, except maybe Vigo. But you know he has to come. There's the canon Vigo hate in the game, everyone. If you had never heard that before. Favorite song is playing. Alright. It's time to perform. Uh-oh. Yeah, talk about performance. Aww. So much for that. I can do an SSX off of that for sure. That invisible wall, I hate that invisible wall. Why is it there? This needs to pack up and go home. Hey, what's up, Christopher? How's it going? A little, but you haven't missed much. Just some practice, really. Why is that invisible wall there? my dog to play SSX. Play split screen against it. I've made the dog play SSX before. I don't think he was particularly amused, but I might do it again because I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it. Why shouldn't he? Oh, while racing Riptic as well. Interesting idea. I can make that happen. Crap, really? With the magic of spin boost, I guess there's no reason not to do, or no reason not to do that, sorry. Alright, time to camp for a bit. Let's hang out. World record yet? Not yet. What's up, Obsidian? How you doing? Well, that was risky as shit. I wonder if this is easier on console because you don't see the sun through the stupid the pipe. It is genuinely a little distracting. Oh, what? I should just never do that. Always Executioner up top, but it feels like I'll make it. Then I never do, so. Yeah, I'll make the smarter decision next time. Maybe. Really? Alright, this... I was gonna die there anyways, yeah. Alright, good. Didn't intend to intentionally die, but you know, it happens. It's always funny when you wipe out, but you get the points and the boost for the trick you did. Makes you question, well, did I successfully do the trick or nah? If that happened in Olympic competition, would they give me the points? Oh crap, really? What did you switch stance for? Who decided you were allowed to do that then? It's killing time. Hey, what's up, Connor Ganazzi? Welcome to the stream. We'll have a good time. What's up? This game's so much more enjoyable to watch than 2012. This is my favorite SSX game too. For sure. Can't tell me how many times you restarted trying to get good metro times. Seeing me restart this many times makes me feel better. I mean, yeah, this is kind of what happens when talking about speedrunners and high-level players. Like, yeah, they have pretty awesome runs that they put on YouTube and whatever. But then if you actually watch their entire process, behind all the glory are thousands, literal thousands, in many cases tens of thousands of resets. I've probably reset every single track in this game, including the ones I don't really play often, more than 10,000 times. Some of the ones I play often, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm up to 100,000 plus. I might not be, that might be a little too high, but it wouldn't surprise me, I'll say. Stupid trash can rail jump thingy. Oh, the one right near the start. If you want a tip with that, I can provide. I have timing I can share with you if you're interested. Well, that was stupid of me. Oh wow, that time I probably actually would have landed it. But again, we're actually making the smart decision this time. That time probably would have landed it too. I will not let myself be enticed. If I let myself be enticed, I can promise you it'll go straight south real fast. Into the left. Every now and again your timing is shit. It happens. Okay, well if you know the timing then there's not much I can tell you that's gonna be new, so just best of luck, I guess. It'll come with more practice. Gotta build that muscle memory. It takes time, for sure. Sometimes eat shit on the trash can, catapult it back to... Oh yeah, that'll happen occasionally too. That sucks. It's one of the worst things. Yeah, it happens every now and again. It's pretty rare, all things considered, but it does happen, for sure. Alright, I guess I'm leaving this a little earlier than I would have liked. No! Why did I try that? I mean, I was always gonna try that, but I should have been like, okay, well this angle is really bad. I should not be going for that this time. That was my own stupidity that cost me that run. Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, that it'll throw you up it like the other way sometimes. For me, it's maybe like a 1 in 50 thing or so. Yeah, it would be something like that. Probably land a double here. I'm not gonna try it with that though. I can only imagine how hard it must be to do freestyle in this game if you're not able to use your left index finger to reach over and use the right stick. Because I do that all the time. Oh, this is going way too fast. Gotta jump early. Is it faster to jump off the rail on Metro right alongside it? Or spin boost into the next one? That same curvy rail, the annoying one, the fastest thing is to follow the curvy rail and basically follow to the blue fence and then jump off the blue fence. Basically. That's what I would recommend. Okay, we got time for 2 more. Uh-oh. Alright, well that stinks. Would easily have had enough air there if it wasn't for the fact that I hit the ceiling. But I did hit the ceiling, so talking about what ifs is rather useless. It's not going to get us anywhere. You start, get off the big jump, very first rail. Oh, that rail! How long it spin boost? I'd be lying if I said that's actually been tested. It was way faster to jump off it before spin boosts were a thing, but now I'm not sure. I would say jumping off it's probably still faster, but the spin boost there might have potential. For sure. I think Killer Cat may have frame tested it actually, now that I think about it. But I'm not sure. Give it a shot. You've tried both. I'll keep that in mind. I'll have a look at it when I get a chance. Fire up Dolphin and have a look at the old frame by frame a little later on. Alright, let's try for the doubling out. Well, I would have made it, I just messed up the timing. Did I jump? I did not. Cool. This has been... There have been a lot of mistakes in this run. Looking at from just spinning. No flips or grab. The maximum amount of points multipliers allowed. It would have to be whatever you can get going through the last 10 times on kicked out. Probably like 150,000 maybe. Hey, what's up, Nate? How's it going? Heard you were giving it to Zachary Good and Steve. Apparently. At least that's what he said, and I don't know why he would lie about getting wrecked. If you were gonna lie, you would think you would make up a lie about being good, not getting your ass handed to you. Make any world record on this stream yet? I did not. The title says world record attempts, and I have attempted. There's not been any shortage of attempts, but so far no successful ones. Crap, this stinks. And most of the time sets you up perfectly for, hold on, for the second rail. That might have potential too, yeah. Okay, much better. Alright, how's the angle? Boom. That's what was supposed to happen, sorry. Oh, what? That didn't make it? You kidding me? Rip. Been doing trick events like a madman. Learning how to do those sick tricks and sick flips. You got any good runs, or? I can tell. Nice. Reminds me that it's supper time. Good on me for wasting my Stone Age set. Holy crap, that's fast. That would no doubt have been able to get a double executioner. No doubt in my mind. There, I actually jumped this time. You proud of me? I'm proud of me. Ah, crap. Right, much better run than last time. Let's see what we can do with the pipe then. Well, not the greatest of starts, but hey-ho. We all have bad days on the job. It's a snow dream to ride down. I see the pun, but it definitely is a dream to ride down, for sure. Uh-oh. Ah, that'll do. Don't have Road to the Olympics. You know what you should do? Start streaming Steep. Bone Crusher will buy it for you. I wish I was kidding. Well, I don't wish I was kidding, because it's awesome that he was able to help out. But it's kind of crazy. Glacier Hurdles is giving you hell right now. Man, you should have gotten yourself some Road to the Olympics instead of spending it on me. I appreciate it, but you have more pressing matters. Curious questions. Am I into cars? I'm not particularly into cars. It's like, they're cool and all, but it's like, it's kind of at the level where, while they're cool, I'm not really interested in any of the specifics. It's just kind of like, see a cool car, one that drives fast. Alright, that's cool. However, the other question I can answer a lot more interestingly. So since I'm in Norway, there's actually a significant amount of people who like to basically restore old cars and kind of behave like idiots behind the wheel while having fun. You know, it's a pretty big community, especially since I'm kind of in the southeast quarter of the country. It's a very big deal here. Oh, suck. It's a killer car scene. Most of their cash days. Not sure what a cash day is, but yeah, I think the Swedish car scene is probably very much similar to the one we've got here. Also, I'm likely going to run out of time. That's okay. Yeah, I don't think it would be. I think Norway would be pretty much of the same, really, I suppose. Don't run out! Don't run out! Don't run out! Hey! Haha! Drag race events for a prize pool. Oh, okay. Drag race. I see. AKA my least favorite event in Underground 2. Far away was that from world record? 2.4 million. Yeah, very far. What's up, guard? How's it going? On public highways. Yeah, I used to be a lot more into cars as a kid. I used to like actually look up car specs and whatever. I no doubt credit Gran Turismo 3 a lot for this. I will say, even though I don't watch much of it, even to this day, I'm very interested in motorsports, F1 specifically. F1's fun to basically stay on top of. Hope you're doing alright today, guard. All the racers shut it down. Rotate to the next spot because the cops. Well, thankfully they're not doing this in Italy because the Italian police have a they have a Lamborghini Gallardo in service, don't they? Used to like F1 because you're Brazilian. Modern day F1 can't compare to what it was like in the Senna era. I have to take your word for that, as I wasn't born at the time, but I can see that as sports become more and more commercialized, which is a very recent trend. Definitely becomes less about the sport itself and more about just cashing in wherever possible. Uh-oh. No! Why is that rock just so violent? I can almost guarantee you any other rock would not do that. Born 2 years after he died, watching his tapes. Was impressive to see. I wouldn't doubt it. Glad you were at least able to see Barrichello and Schumacher race. Yeah. How long is it since Schumacher was taken out of commission now? It feels like it was just yesterday, but it's gotta have been like 5 or 6 years by now, right? It feels like it was super recent. But it can't be. 7.5 years, yeah, there you go. It feels like it was 2 years ago to me. Time flies. I had F1 2013 for the PS3, and I enjoyed that game. But besides that, I've never really made any major investment into F1, besides just enjoying watching it. I also remember, actually no. Crap. Brazilian stock car GP, is that what it sounds like? They race using stock cars. F3? I did not. Well, someone was involved in a crash, and best of wishes to him. They say it was brutal. Maybe it's not in good taste to say hope they make a good recovery, because maybe they won't recover, but, you know. Hope they'll be alright. Australian GP, how they race with. Holden Commodores. Oh, okay. I see. A 16-year-old girl went airborne head first. Oh. Oh, okay. I see. Is she, like, modern medicine's a hell of a thing, so she might be. Yeah, she's doing alright. Hopefully so. Tweeted she was okay? Alright, well. Very good to hear then. You bashed your head into a concrete wall, 500 miles, a scratch and a minor bruise. Yeah, and a headache for 2 days, and then it was all good, right? But man, what a headache! Shit, this sucks. Yeah, I wanted to do like 2 more jumps. Might only have to do 1 now. No, I think we're all right. Go! Be fast! Right, something's better than nothing. I gotta head out, though. Yeah, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Uh-oh. Fuck you now. Playing about back team. Back pain, sorry. Back team. I see myself always competing with me or Garth, because I think Garth's in more direct competition with him. Competing with Killer Cat. I think only real competition I have with him is the All Peak race. But yeah, I always see him being a top player for sure. Not necessarily the best, because I do think if Odekung puts his mind to and has the time to, I do think he could take down his newest APR. But I also think Killcat could improve on that run as well, so wouldn't be surprised if both of them are capable of a 16-15 just right as we speak. Watch someone split their car in half. Killed 3 out of 4 in the car. Jesus. This is why you drive safe, I suppose. There was like a few hours away from me. So traffic accidents aren't that common in Norway, but a few hours away from me, there was this whole debacle about someone who was going fast on the highway, and they were using the Snapchat filter that shows how fast you were going, and they were basically showing off people on Snapchat, and then they were involved in a crash, and I believe all of them died but the driver. So that's definitely quite a burden to bear on your shoulders the rest of your life. And obviously, it's extremely sad for the families of the deceased as well. It sucks for everyone involved, really. And for what? For what purpose? Makes you yell at your screen so you can glide down a hill. Little board glitchy thing. You mean in his TAS runs? Yeah, he does a slide. There's lots of slides in those. He's quite slip and slidey. If you mean TAS runs, then I don't know. I think if a skilled TASer comes by, I think they could blow all current TASers out of the water. But at current, Killicat's a rather good TASer, I'd say. Racing is a scary thing. Live, hold on. Twins. NHRA, track strip, race tracksters. Jesus, yeah, no doubt. It would be scary as shit. Ever found it ironic how drunk drivers somehow almost arrive? Yes, I have noticed that. And it angers me very much. Now, I don't wish death upon anyone, even drunk drivers. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Fruit Loop? Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Appreciate that a lot. How's it going? I think I've seen you around before, so I imagine you're a lurker, but thank you for the super chat. Is it like, do you have to be above a certain amount to send a message, or is it, did you just not type one maybe? Maybe a hard lurker doesn't even type in donation messages and super chats. I'm gonna assume the notification that just came up was that. Yeah, it was. You just went to a random stream to see if this works. Alright, well, I got lucky. I won the proverbial lottery. Well, thank you nonetheless. At least now you know it works. It's because the alcohol causes a delay in reactions. Oh, really? So there's actually a scientific reason for it. It's not just fate being a jerk. Okay, I see. And another two. Well, thank you very much for that as well. I appreciate it. Now you certainly know it works. Now there's also a message there. Well, thank you for the 4 total. I appreciate it a lot. For some reason, the super chat notifications are quite delayed. Not sure why that is. I think everything that has to go through YouTube does that. Learn then biochemistry. I mean, yeah, it sounds to make sense, for sure. So, okay. If you're in the car with a drunk driver, You yourself should get drunk, is what I'm taking away from this. Whoa, okay. Thank you so much for the host, English Ben. What's up? Welcome over from everyone's, from English Ben's stream, everyone. We're playing some SSX right now. This is the, this is a pretty amazing snowboarding game. If you haven't seen this game before, you should definitely check it out. Now, if you are coming over, you should know that I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch right now. So messages you see that seem to be from me are actually from YouTube viewers. But welcome over, everyone. What's up? MHMD, FVC, and Derpip. How's it going? Family friend Pedro died to the hands of a drunk driver. Run the vehicle. Died except the driver. Pedro's dad says he forgives her. Cool. God served a huge lesson. I'll forever haunt her. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with being the driver in such an incident. You know, like you always have to shoulder the burden of that. Hey, Leon Salad, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So if you haven't seen this game before, it is an extremely over-the-top snowboarding game made by EA in 2003. Right now we're doing like freestyle trick runs, world record attempts. Now this isn't my best track, we're practicing this one right now, but it is the best snowboarding game. I will agree with you. How's it going, Makibake? I think I know your name from Nate's stream, actually. Welcome, welcome. If you think this is the best snowboarding game, then we can see eye to eye about a lot of things. In the US, you would serve 25 to life for killing multiple people in vehicular manslaughter. I think here it would be. I think it would be very much down to things like whether the driver was mentally with it at the time. That's a very common thing. Knew you had heard my name before, wasn't sure from where. Well, now you know. Yeah, I think Nate's still here. He was here just 20-30 minutes ago. Be surprised how many people texted you recognizing this game to rekindle their memories. Their memories, sorry. With this game via the Xbox store. Well, yeah, thankfully, since you have this game on the Xbox store, you can just point them towards that if they have an X1, and then they can have fun with it. I know there are lots of people who really enjoyed this game as kids, but I think this is a game that a lot of people for some reason tend to kind of just forget about. They start growing up and then they forget this game was a thing. But then once they see it again, firstly they're quite often surprised that anyone actually still streams this game. And then they're like, wow, I used to play this game as a kid, this is awesome. So is this a point record or a time record? Right now we're going for a point record. I'll go for a timed run a little later on. This is a trick run. My personal record on this course is 5.82 million. I'm trying to break 6 in the short term. Think he's still on steep? Maybe he's AFKing then. I'm not sure. He's AFK at the moment. So this is a little cheap, but this is the high score tactic. If you repeatedly go off of this little, what do you want to call it? Stalagmite? We just call it a pipe because it essentially performs the same. It essentially works the same as a half pipe would. So we just call this a mini half pipe because you can go up this, and you can go back uphill and jump off it again. We just stay here for a couple of minutes. Ideally, I'd like to be getting more points from it than this, and ideally that shouldn't happen. Alright, let's switch tracks. People still stream Super Smash Bros. People still better be streaming this game. People stream all sorts of different games, for sure. But you'd be surprised, you know, the SSX community now might seem kind of small to a lot of people. And by all counts, it really is. But if you compare this to how it was back in something like 2015, you'd be extremely surprised, because there was pretty much nothing back then. Rithik basically started this game from the ground up. Recently had a session of this game. Now remember how awkward the controls felt. Definitely takes some time getting used to the border controls in some strange ways sometimes. Like there are a few annoying things, like if you turn too hard, then you'll wipe out, stuff like that. It gets very annoying. Anyway, now we're doing the timed run I was talking about earlier. So this is a full-on speed run. Wasn't thinking to do any speed runs today, just high point runs. But since the big host came in as a surprise, I figure I should show you as much of this game as possible. So this is a run that I used to do a lot. I'm kind of on hiatus from it now, so we'll have to see if I've forgotten my magic. I think Steep is merely a pebble compared to the meteor this game is. Steep definitely didn't do the greatest in sales. I'd be interested to see actual Steep sales number, because I don't know what they are, but Steep is very much still a good game for sure. Hey, how's it going, Paul? What's up? Good to see you again. Just tried playing your PS2 copy, thought there was something weird. Half-second delay. Yeah, check your TV settings. That's most likely what it comes down to. Take a little bit of a unique path here. You'd be surprised, but this is actually faster to go through this tunnel. And then we also do this thing called select warps, which is kind of like a depth warp in normal speed running. It just resets the character back onto the track, and that allows you to save some time if done right. So just now I went for a skip. I kind of failed it, but kind of got it. I'll take it. It gets the job done. Monster trick. You'd probably also be surprised by all the different tech there is in this game, because there's a lot of different tech. You just saw me spin as I'm about to land. That's called a spin boost. Normally, that would actually spin you out and you'd lose speed. But if you do it right, you can actually harness the spin and kind of slingshot out of it to get yourself a small little speed boost. Here's a good example of one. If it wasn't for that spin boost just there, we'd be going way slower through this entire section. I also see all these arcadey elements like boost and super Uber, and just the general vibe of the game. It's disappointing because this game is 10 plus years old and it's much more fun than Steep. To be fair, it would take quite a bit to kind of compare to this game, because it is, by most counts, the most beloved snowboarding game ever. Tricky is more iconic. Tricky is remembered more for its wacky nature, sure. But this game is overall, by most people, considered the best snowboarding game of all time. In my opinion, rather justifiably so. It's missing the components that this game capitalized on. Open world map. Well, there kind of is open world in Steep as well, but I see what you mean. For sure. There's no ability to kind of go down from the summit to the bottom of the mountain in Steep, for instance, like you can do in this game, which is very nice. We're doing all sorts of different skips. The speedrun's probably a lot more optimized than you'd figure for a game of this age and of this kind. We've had a small but dedicated team of runners who have optimized this game down to the finest hair, really. There are TAS runs for this game, and runs are being actively played and actively improved upon. Mid-station. Oh, and this game has a banger soundtrack. If you've never played this game, you should definitely check it out, just for the soundtrack alone. It is great. Fairly timeless, too. This game is much more, or this series is much more colorful, and the pacing is perfect. I will say, this game specifically, SSX 3, has some of the best pacing I've ever seen in, like, an action/sports game. The entire game just flows perfectly. Tricky flows well too, but it kind of gets docked points because of slightly janky control scheme, which obviously would hurt the fluency. But Tricky also does get bonus points for being the most colorful SSX game though, so it's, you know. In this game they kept the same general idea of colorful and crazy tracks, but they kind of dialed it down a little bit from Tricky. There's no Tokyo Megaplex in this game, and that's a bit of a shame. Because Tokyo Megaplex is no doubt very memorable to those who played it, for sure. Let's go for pain skip, even though you don't actually skip the pain, you just go through that section a little faster. Out of bounds warp coming in quick. That's not going to get it, is it? Yeah, that's a shame. Back there is a little out of bounds area. You're only out of bounds for about 1 or 2 seconds. But basically by going there and doing that warp, you spawn like a little further down the track. Saves about a second. So it's not the biggest deal out of bounds. Oh, and by the way, right now this is a no major glitches run. There are major glitches in this game, but they're kind of not very entertaining to play or watch, so not very many people play them. And they're not as optimized either. I'll show you a few glitches a little later on. A mini glitch showcase. Metro is pretty dope comparing to Tokyo Megaplex. I mean, yeah, this track does have its fair share of crazy and insane tracks for sure. Metro being just one example. Come on. Alright, guess not. 251's not that bad. It gets the job done. Don't run out, don't run out. Whew. If you heard the ticking there, it was because our boost was about to run out. If that happens, I can't do the final trick that allows us to get infinite boost for a minute. So that would have been a big blow to the overall run time for sure. We're all fixed now. Need to try to get this game back into another speedrunning marathon soon. For sure, submitting for ESA 19 would be nice to go GDQ as well, but I can't really justify it. Big skip? Nah. Nah, it's not gonna make it. That's a shame. I was hoping to show the people big skip, but it was not to be, which is a shame. As its name would suggest, it's a fairly big skip. Saves a lot of time, and is very inconsistent to do. But it looks pretty awesome when you get it right. You can see we have these. We have this Asian-style village going through right now. So yeah, this is a pretty relaxing game to play. It's very easy to kind of pick up and start improving, but it's really hard to get properly good at this game because there are a lot of things to learn for sure. The difference between 1 second at the top level and 20 seconds around average is very much apparent. Honestly though, with how the colorful nature, is one of the best things about this entire franchise. It was kind of a surprise that it kind of took a backseat in this game. It's still there for sure, but not as much as Tricky. And since Tricky was such a sales success, it's kind of surprising actually that they had the guts to try something new, but I guess that was EA in the early 2000s. It took a few risks, weren't as conservative as they are now. Didn't necessarily stick to cash cow franchises, instead wanting to potentially branch out. And boy oh boy did they do that. Uh-oh, well, that sucks. Actually it doubly sucks because I'm gonna have to take a slower path to make up some of those tricks lost. Alright, now we're back on the horse. after this run, we'll get back to some high point runs. I want to get on doing a specific track that I've been grinding for quite some time recently. $11.16 leaving the forest. It's not bad. We should be on for a low 17 right now, which is not bad. World record for this particular category is 16:24 right now. It was a bad idea, was able to recover it very nicely though. Anyway, back to talking about steep. So, one thing I really do like about steep though is that, unlike in this game, there's kind of something for everyone. If you're playing this game and you don't really like race or tricks, it's kind of, there's not much you can do. Maybe you can do free ride, but whereas in steep you have all sorts of different sports, all sorts of different play styles, and all of these other things. In steep, if you want to just play relaxedly, if you want to walk everywhere and experience the mountainside, like marvel in the wonderful graphics, you can just walk. If you want to just do normal snowboarding, race or tricks alike, you can do that. If you're a crazy adrenaline junkie, you can go proximity wingsuiting. I think there are still paths, ways, tricks, or glitches that haven't been discovered, for sure. It kind of depends, because, like, main paths, no. But there are definitely new skips to be found, for sure. They kind of always are. There's always something new to discover, even when a game gets highly optimized. And that's the interesting thing about speedrunning. Alright, so there are in-game warps in this track. There's the first one. There are a few different spawns for the in-game warps. We got the good one for that one. Which spawn you get is determined by RNG, unfortunately. Gotta pray to RNG's. So we got good, bad, as far as spawns go, which is the most common combination. It's just about average. I do wonder though, you say glitches that haven't been discovered. I wonder if we'll discover any more glitches, because that would be pretty amazing. Since the glitches already known are already quite game breaking, for sure. Phone boot. Honestly, I wonder what some speedrunners would be capable of. Hacked away at top level quantum physics, mathematic problems for a few years, just by their pure tenacity. Like, to be a good speedrunner, or at least to route your own run, you have to be very good at thinking outside the box, and also very good at comparing and analyzing. A lot more goes into it than people think, for sure. It's the ultimate proof that if you put enough time into something, you can do some amazing stuff. Got a final time of 17:13, which I'm actually very happy with. Very happy with that. Right. Let's do some style mod for a second. Went away for 1 second and missed Metro. No. Missed the track you've been grinding away at. Staying alone. Alright then. Let's do some high point runs for a second. This is quite possibly one of the most optimized high point runs in the game. Gonna go grind away some more? Alright, sounds like a plan. I'll tweet you a new PP tonight. Yeah, best of luck, dude. Hopefully you can get that done. See you later. Thanks for hanging out. And good luck on the grind. Talk to you soon. This is a game where it's pretty difficult to actually adequately read chat during, but I try my best. Since there aren't any real loading screens, except for when you have to reset, it's kind of, you know, reading chat. Opportunities for it, specifically, when you're not doing it while in gameplay, are few and far between. There are quite a few things I've learned to basically do on autopilot, though. This is gonna hit this rock. Oh wow, really? Nice. It's a close call, but sure enough, didn't happen. Three times, went right by it. A swing and a miss. This 5 times upcoming is really inconsistent. Ah, that can happen sometimes. If you're doing a trick and then ram into the rail, obviously that's going to send you flying, and it's a shame. That multiplier is all about angle, and I did not have it that time. Missed that first one. This should be able to fit double X. He says until he accidentally throttles all of it. We'll keep going though. Now let's see. Have a vendetta against this 5 times. Nope, not quite. Had the chat with your dad on the phone. Welcome back, Zachary. Welcome back. Got a bit of a host while you were gone, so there are a lot of other people here now. A lot of new people hanging out, and hopefully enjoying the SSX action. Ooh. I was very close to not getting the 10 times at all. Yeah, you saw how close that was? I was just about to not get that by a hair. Ah, crap. Yeah, that is the one, yeah. Okay, so you were here for that. Aw, that's a shame. Well, I'll keep going for this run. I need practice on the last third anyways. Ugh. Well, if we're making this 5 times, I'm giving away a 5er to someone. Yep. I should land back on the rail. It did not. Okay, well, so missing that area is actually really bad, because going that way opens up a new path through right ahead, this wall it opens up this, so missed out on that opportunity. So now I instead have to just do this. And the X, messed up the timing though. If you played this game, you would know there's loop rails here. You can do some pretty crazy stuff off it. Alright. Looks like that's going to be it for that style mile run. We'll try again, and we'll try to get a little bit of a better score. I think that sounds like a plan. Basically looking to get anything above 10 right now. 10 is kind of the magic number at the moment. Oh, also what I'm doing there at the start, I'm building combo before beginning the actual run, because when you build combo, you get more combo points from the tricks you do during the actual run. Which basically just means more points at the end, which is obviously, you know, something you want. Second a hit? Alright, cool. Strange angle, but I think I'll be able to make a recovery. Wonderful. The reason I mess up some of the tricks sometimes is because there's a very specific tapping, like a very specific rhythm of tapping that I'm going for, and sometimes it just doesn't go my way. Sometimes I mistime it. Basically the ideal tapping style is like you do 2 quick taps, and then you hold on for about half a second, and then you do another 2 quick taps. But the 2 quick taps are very precise in when during the trick you have to do it. This might be a little risky. Alright, good. Try not to hit her head this time. Didn't hit my head, but didn't go well. I've always wondered, combo points measured by the base trick value times the combo multiplier. No, so a brief explanation of how combo works, oversimplified. I can imagine this a crash course in comboology. So the multiplier given to the base trick points that you do, and the points that get added to the overall combo bank, it depends on how many tricks you have chained, yes. But in short terms, how it works is between 0 and 10 tricks chained, you get half the trick worth added to the combo bank. Between 10 and 20 tricks, you get the tricks worth, so like 1 times the trick worth added to the bank. And then between 20 and 30, you get 1.5 times. And then finally, at 30 and above, you get 2 times the trick worth. So being at 30 is always desirable. Now I say oversimplified because there's actually an element of randomness to the combo. So when I said 0 to 10 combo is like 0.5, that's not entirely true. It can be any random number between 0.475 and 0.525. It's never quite set in stone, which means there's a little bit of randomness to runs like this one. Oh, another notification. Hey, thanks a lot for the host chain. I appreciate it. Holy, what's up, Yon? How you doing today? You mean combo's a lot more complicated than than you previously thought. The combo is complex. There are entire spreadsheets that people made trying to work out exactly how combo works. I really get why EA decided to make it so complex, but yeah, I guess it was their vision or something. Hope you're doing well tonight, though. I'm not going to be able to do the final executioner. I gotta settle for a Stone Age share. Which isn't awful by any stretch. It's not what I wanted. Right, 5 times. I swear. Ugh. Damn, 5 times. Needs to pack it up and go home. It will be another run without the assistance of the 5 times. I'm super close. I'm lucky to be alive still. Doing just fine. That's awesome to hear. Is that a late jump? It was, but we're still going to land the XSA, just barely. Self, I'm doing great. Just chilling with some freestyle as per usual. Won't be able to do the essay off the wall, but that's fine because that's been causing trouble anyways. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Well, that sucks. Right. Well, that throws a spanner in the works. Gotta do something. I mean, sure. I don't know what I'm doing, but that'll do. Alright. No. There goes the combo. Alright, we're at 7 mil though, so we'll continue. Might be able to get 10 out of this yet. Possibly. I wonder if it's actually possible to get 10 out of this. Well, only one way to find out. We'll know soon enough. That may be the nail in the coffin that costs it, though, potentially. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Because we're gonna get, like, 600 from this. No, 460, sorry, not 600. And then that... I don't know. It's going to be close to 10, I think. 9.26. .26 is alright, but I would like to perform better than that. It's not bad though, given I lost the combo in the middle of it. I missed a few crucial multipliers that were in the hidden area I talked about earlier too. If you did play this game, there are no doubt lots of secret areas. If you are an avid fan, you probably know them, but they were unbeknownst to many. So I just had to check what the dog was up to. He was just getting in the chair all cozy. Heads up indeed. Then again, this looks okay. Nah, not quite. Still alive though, so I'll take it. You can still easily get 10 mil without that multiplier. Just can't make any other major mistakes, like missing it 10 times or something like that would definitely not improve our chances. Speaking of missing 10 times, don't let me jinx myself, thank you. It was almost like the train was rolling into the station just as I said that. It's like choo choo, fuck up on schedule. That spin boost is really useful. Alright. Hey, finally. Alright, we'll finally get to see the secret area. Because this stuff is going to come down, and then from there, this secret little quarter pipe reveals itself. There you go. Alright, this is a solid run so far. He says until he goes and misses a very crucial 10 times. Well, if the rest of the run's good, then I can kind of pretend add like another 900k on top of whatever score we get. And that would have been a more realistic measure of what we end up with. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you just go too high, or too far left, or too far right, or too far stupid. Gotta make this a short one now, because I messed it up. Alright, turn around. Thank you. I think we'll make this. Yeah, no problem. Have about 3 seconds to spare as well. 9.36. So, adding another 900k on top of that, hadn't missed the 10 times, it would have been 10.2 or thereabouts. So not a bad run, all things considered. Alright, let's check out this final track. Get back to Much Too Much. You guys have been... You guys have seen a lot of Much Too Much recently, but we're so close. I feel the 1.9. New PB. No, 10.2 wouldn't be a PB. It would just be a new best run after I got back to Freestyle. PB is actually 10.78, so close to 11. It will be a new 2018 PB though, if that's a thing I can do. World record on the track we just did, it's 11.65. I'm lagging behind. That's partly why I'm getting back into that track. Like, what happened, like, when I got my PB back in the day was the current world record holder, he got like a 10.6, and then I had a 10.4, and then he went and got the first 11. So I was playing for an 11 as well. And after a fairly short amount of time, I got my 10.78, and then I went on a break for a while he kept playing and improving the run to the eventual 11.65 you see now, which is extremely optimized. I'm going for 11 in the short term. However, I see potential to get a better run than that once we get back into the swing of things. But on this one, I see potential to get a good run, basically immediately. Whenever I get lucky, I suppose. Whenever the rocks decide to cooperate, essentially. Sadly, rock cooperation is not down to me, and it's a big part of the problem we're having. Looks like a good landing. Nice. Rocks. Right, the rocks did cooperate, so we've got a run going. Wasn't fast enough at doing the tricks there. Rip. Any streams have you missed? How's it going, Sly? Good to see you again. What's up? Haven't been keeping count, but it's been a few. Nice to see you again, though. Freestyle. Well, that was supposed to be a jump, not just, you know, a drop. .23 is pretty good. Land that. The sad face. Yeah, I know. Kinda sucked. Well, we've got another one. Another run is afoot. And this one survives. At least this far. Ah, hit my head on the ramp. That's a shame. So close to being able to do spectral TSs on PS. Oh, what? Spectral is actually a thing in the game? Are you kidding? Wow. Uber Zone -1. Okay, I see. Cool. Must have been like, I don't know about the whole all the riders become ghosts things, but the infinite boost thing must have been something they did for testing purposes, maybe. If it's actually in the game. Anyway, that is very interesting. What are you finding out about that? Talking specifics. The more me you consume, the better you feel. Well, I'm here to provide. What's up, Inertia? How you doing tonight? Dude, if I felt better just by watching streams, I would be screwed because I have a DAT cap. Well, I would have to watch streams that are in that have quality options. If they don't have quality options, I can't watch them. Fortunately, I have to go a bit early. I have to take your uncle into town. Doesn't have a license. Ah, I see. Thanks again for the great stream. See you again soon. Have a good night. Alright, Zachary. I'll see you later. Good on you for helping out your uncle, though. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it a lot. And I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon. I am still online. Welcome back, Tom. Doing a little bit of much too much, most likely to end it. There he is. What's up, Nate? Welcome back, dude. I assume you were probably AFK for a second just now. Was that host your idea or nah? Several negative Uber zones. I made the boost bar drain really slowly, turn it pink, and or make the rider transparent. There's several negative Uber zones. Really? Huh. Okay, so what does spectral mean on an actual console copy then? Because it probably doesn't mean the exact same though, right? Like, would the other riders still be transparent, for instance? Bleh. Nasty mistiming. We're shredding, the only way to do it. So you weren't AFK then, you were playing some steep, I assume. So you've been hooked on steep recently, so I don't think you're talking about this game or Tricky or anything like that. It's most likely the same. Okay, hold on. Most likely the same, except the boost meter still does drain. It drains much slower. Okay. Interesting. How much slower is much slower? Let me ask you, in percent, how far would it drain in the time it takes the normal boost meter to drain fully? My reason for asking this is, would it basically simulate having permanent Super Uber, even through an all-peak race? Okay, more than 2 times, so it's not crazy. It's not infinite Super Uber tier. But it is a significant improvement. Alright, coolio. If the answer was something like less than 1%, it could be could mean that it would be viable for all peak race and stuff like that. The 16-minute full run. Well, with Super Uber it would be less than 16 minutes, but you know, still. I wonder if Kill has ever done an optimized-ish spectral run. Yeah, no. I mean, I think I understand that. You mean negative Uber zone drains slower than normal boost, yes? Imagine spectral TSing without having to mess up your file. Thankfully, it's not it doesn't permanently mess anything up. And then it goes back to Uber Zone 3. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I said that because if it drains significantly or extremely slower, we're talking if it drained 100 times slower than normal boost bar, then it would basically simulate permanent Super Uber even for a longer run, like the all-peak race, or at least a peak 1 or 2 race. Yeah, you can force infinite boost with hacks. Yeah. That's not really a viable solution on the PS2 though, is it? This looks like a good place to land. It was a little too far right. Normally I want to land about as far right as I can get, but it's a little too far. Ah, never mind, turns out there is action replay for the PS2. Has a built-in cheat system. Put all the codes in the file and you can load cheats. Okay, so you can do the infinite boost cheat on there too then. So it would end up having permanent super Uber. What's strange about the permanent super Uber in Spectral is that the ball above the boost bar that starts spinning faster and starts ticking when you're about to run out is just constantly on some sort of hyperactive drug when in Spectral mode. It's on some sort of big time stimulant. Hey, what's up, Nasache? How are you doing today? And yeah, GameCube version, or at least GameCube emulated version, that's the version that I've seen the Spectral Riders on. Because that's what Calicat has it for. Oh, okay, it's spinning at negative speed. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, that would be why it's constantly freaking out. Well, that's not good. Imagine it turned the character speed negative. We could finally do those runs from the bottom to the top things we've been talking about. But we would have to go backwards doing it. Spectral and Good Luck looks so cool. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. All the characters being ghost on a black background? Sign me up. How am I doing? I'm doing great. We're just hanging out with some freestyle. Trying to get some runs going. Crap, this stinks. This stinks. Yeah. $23 is not bad. I'll take that. The most common combos to have there, 23 and 25. Either one I'm completely okay with. Occasionally I'll have a 27, which is even better, but it's unlikely. What? Frame cancel at the wrong moment. I have a few strats up my sleeve though, to maybe make this a little easier. No voice that says Uber Zone -1. Ah, that's a shame. That would have been pretty incredible to hear. He'll be shouting at you, saying, "You are so bad that we can't even give you Uber Zone 1. You have to get Uber Zone -1. Maybe that's what happens when you play the game for an hour and you haven't gotten a single speck of boost yet. Aw. Numbers higher than 3 would have the same effects. I would imagine so. Are there any other Uber zones known? Imagine if all of a sudden we find out there's a peak 4. That was not how it was supposed to go. I think we'll have to wrap it up at 3 hours of uptime for the current session. Keeping in mind that it dropped earlier, after like, I don't know when it dropped. An hour and a half in? Something like that. Uber Zone minus 255, 255. It's a byte? Okay, yeah. Yeah, if it's stored in a byte, then that would make sense. Huh. Well, this is something that would be very interesting to look into. If you somehow find a way to access Uber Zone 4, it turns out it's green boost or something, that would be pretty wild. Maybe secret Uber letters as well. Maybe it was originally supposed to say super duper Uber. This is gonna crash? Kinda. Yeah, it did crash. Need a little drink. Oops. Didn't mean for that. By the way, Nate, I wanted to ask you, are you planning to stream tonight? Personally believe this is leftover code. I'll cut for Uber Zone. Put the activator as a negative number. It's impossible to reach. Boy, were they wrong. Long stream still messes with you. Yeah, you were a trooper to do Almost 17 hours, Jesus. I'm impressed. Never again, even if you become Twitch partners. More than 12 is just not a good idea. Unless your body kind of throw a revolt when you go longer than 12. Throw a revolt. That's not valid use of the word, is it? Revolt's a verb. You can't throw a verb. Can't verb a verb. You know what? In tricky infinite boost, lasts the entire track and never runs out. Tricky throwback mode. Huh. That might be it. Or a ghost system. A ghost system could be it too. That would make sense why the riders are why riders would be transparent. I wonder, maybe the infinite boost. Okay, if we hypothetically assume the tricky throwback mode is correct, maybe what happened was that so EA actually got a bunch of SSX community members from Mercury City and had them come to like pre-release footage. They had them basically beta test the game at their headquarters, and maybe they got feedback on that saying that, yeah, we don't want infinite boost, it's going to ruin all the speedruns. Probably not, but it's not impossible. I've been feeling pretty bad for the last 3 days since that stream. Yeah, if your body's trying to send a message, it's generally quite smart to listen. So I think you're doing smart in taking a few days off. Don't feel like you need to stream then until you feel set to. Separate mode. It would have been a separate mode where Super Uber is replaced by the tricky meter. So it probably wouldn't have been an issue for speedruns then. Aren't you gonna go to bed? What, you're talking to me? I mean, I haven't been going to bed. I've been going to bed rather late these last couple of days. My sleeping pattern is very variable, so. Sometimes go to bed at very normal times, like 11 or 12. Sometimes go to bed at 11 or 12 a.m. Right now I'm basically in the middle of that. Go to bed around 5 or 6. Probably gonna be the same today. Ugh. Do I work besides YouTube and Twitch? I don't, however, I'm technically looking. So the situation is, I was in school until August, basically until this recent semester was supposed to start. Then I missed a deadline, and I basically didn't get back in for this semester. So right now I have to wait till the start of next year to begin again. And in the meantime, I'm looking for a temp job, basically. Just something to get the money rolling, because you can't get student loans if you don't study. And I was previously using student loans to help my dad make the wheels turn, because I still live with my dad. But obviously, losing student loans, I don't have those anymore. So right now, I'm looking for an alternate source of income. Aww. So at this exact moment in time, I don't really do anything besides stream, no. What am I gonna study? I study psychology. I was going for a bachelor's degree in psychology before it was rudely interrupted by me forgetting a deadline. And I'll get back to it next year. Hey, how's it going, Harold? What's up? How long have I been doing this? You mean today? Like 4 hours and some change? Yeah, 4 hours, 25 minutes, apparently. My uptime's broken because the stream dropped, but I can look at what time it is and I can just do the math from there. What? I'm still live? That's a surprise. Yeah, I find psychology very interesting. It's kind of the science of the humans. Humans are strange, let me tell you. Yeah. Want a couple more good runs, then we can wrap it up. Here's the thing that voice says welcome. It says MCOM. It sounds quite similar though, doesn't it? Welcome. I can see how you'd hear it as welcome. It is indeed MCOM. I would love to have an MCOM in real life. Even if it wasn't functional, even if it was just a prop or like a fan item, like merch. I'd like to have a flip phone like an MCOM. That'd be sweet. Yeah, I'll keep going. I'm gonna crash though. Yeah. Those rocks are there if you don't get to jump off that. Like as atmospheric science, so meteorology and stuff. Now you're just trying to become an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur in any specific field or just anything? Should Uber rail instead of that first trick? Nothing's stopping you, but it would be a little too slow. You could, but using my route you'd run out of time. If you use a route that takes less time, then yeah, you could. $20, that's low. Big air on lifters. Solid beginning. Yo, I will take that. Oh, I jumped too late, didn't I? Land it. Oof. Want to talk to me about close calls? Hey, what's up, Brick Breaker? Good to see you again, dude. How have you been all this time? Alright. Ah, that's what I get for going for the quad executioner. Would have done it though. Good run. Hey, how's it going, Panic? Or Panic? I was thinking Panic at the Disco. What's up, party? Can you tell it's late yet? How you doing today? Can't stay for long. Gotta get some sleep for tomorrow because of a biology test. Right, sounds like a plan. I'm about to wrap it up here soon anyways. Probably get one more good run and then call it. You gotta do this now. Okay, never mind. Haven't had time to do many runs, watch streams because of school. Yeah, no worries, man. There's no pressure, like no judgment for not showing up to every stream here. Just show up when you can and when you want to. No problem about it. Really miss watching the streams. Well, I'm glad to have you back. Hopefully soon, school will be on break and you'll be able to watch all the streams you'd like. Fine, thanks. Just got home after 2 hours. Usually takes 40 minutes. Canceling a train is more fun. It sucks when they cancel a train like that. An hour and 20 minutes is pretty bad, but at least like some of the more rural trains over here, you'd literally find yourself waiting 3 or 4 hours for the next one, which stinks. I'm doing well though, thanks for asking. We're just chilling with some freestyle. I'm starting to get a little tired, but that's always going to happen when after streaming for 4 hours and some change. Online stores and stuff, you make a decent buck. Hold on. On there, you'll expand to seeing what you can do in real life. Information on stocks and cryptocurrency. Okay, you're in that business. Alright, well, best of luck. It's got to be a very inconsistent business, right? But yeah, good luck on your entrepreneurship. Let me know how it goes as things develop. Yeah, stay tuned to Radio Big to hear all about the entrepreneurship's developments. Yeah, back when I used the train, thankfully, it was a pretty frequent train, all things considered. It went once an hour, so not bad. Gonna be a lot of ups and downs. Looking forward to the experience. Yeah, for sure. Even if it doesn't work out, you'll be richer for the experience. Getting experience and getting your feet wet is always a good thing. Except if it brings on bankruptcy, so you know. Gotta be careful of that, lurking beasts. But hopefully that won't happen. It's potential to be a fun time, I think. That first trick is such an issue. Sometimes you just get a good angle, but other times it just doesn't want to cooperate worth a damn. Example, good angle, right there. And I know what caused it too. It was because I did the combo building a little faster on the rail. And you want to do that, but it's not something you can consistently do just on demand like that. Dang, that sucks. .44. I think we'll try to get one more run done, and then I'll be done for the day. Gotta get rid of the boost. Can't start with boost. It's not allowed. Get 23. I kind of like how if you think race runs in this game are reset heavy, you should see freestyle. Freestyle is all reset all the time. Case in point. Well, day one of also streaming to Mixer doesn't appear to have made any difference, because I don't think anyone's been there, but that's alright. See, I can't know if I actually want to keep doing that or not until something happens, but guess we'll see eventually. One thing that's kind of good about that is that if a new viewer does stop by, at least they're met by an active chat. Granted, none of those people are going to be chatting in Mixer, but, you know. Looks like a good angle. It looked like a good angle, but it wasn't. One more good run to get started. It's all I need. It's starting to get a mild headache as well, so I should probably wrap it up without going for this final run. But I'm going for this final run. Headache be damned. This could be it. It's not. I need a little bit of water at any rate. You know, I actually consider myself very blessed. Because when I get a headache, almost every time it's from dehydration, and almost every time it's easily solved by just drinking. Just downing like half a liter of water in 5 minutes solves my issue in 15 minutes. And I'm very grateful for that. Never had to deal with migraines, never had to deal with severe headaches, never had to deal with any major bodily ailments, as far as I know. Maybe except for, I guess, anemia be, yeah, I suppose so. But yeah, never had to deal with severe headaches or migraines. I appreciated fate. JJ Fate, I appreciate ya. Next run to get past that jump I just failed will be the one. Well, when I say the one, it makes it sound like it'll be a PB run, but all I mean by that is it's going to be the last one, regardless of what happens to it. $21, that's super low combo. I'll tell you what's lower combo though, 0, which is what happens when you fall and lose it. I'd rather have 21 than 0. Again, missed the opportunity, but also again, that changes the pace so that I end up hitting the rocks every time. Hunger is beginning to strike as well. Let the power of hunger spur me on to a good run. Because I'm hungry, my body should want to get a good run so that it can go eat. I think that's how bodies work, right? Oh, maybe it is. Oh, shit. I was very briefly excited there. Like I'm Max over here going epic, and I'm just, nope, restart. One more run. Just one more run. I don't know what that was. Solo una más. Solo una más. Did a bad board press. That's what caused that run. Never tell me the odds of a successful run. Let's lean forwards, enter focus mode. Alright, last run. God, that was really close to actually dying just right there. Ooh, watch out now. Aw, that's a shame. I jumped too early. RIP. Okay, well. Fair enough. That's going to do it. Didn't quite get lucky today either, but we're super close. I feel this coming soon. Soon for sure. Oh. But I think that's likely going to be the end of it. See if there's somebody to host up. But I want to say, if you came over from English band stream, then thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed your first time here, then I hope to see you again later. If not, then have a good rest of your day and have a good life. Let's see. Doesn't actually look like there's anyone to host up right now, so I'm just gonna leave it at what we've got. But yeah, that will do it for today. So let's go to the end screen for a bit, as a very nice little remix of the bitter end leaves you off. But yeah, that'll do it. So thanks everyone so much for hanging out, chatting up Storm like you always do. I appreciate it a lot. And I'll probably see you all tomorrow. If not, then certainly the day after. So yeah. Thank you also very much for watching. And absolutely bang up the rest of your day. Take care and goodbye.